Eagle Vision TV.
Welcome to Eagle Vision for Tuesday, February 6, 2024. I'm Tiana, and today's top story highlights next year as the county has just released the school year calendar for 24-25 year. Next year's calendar is out, and it includes the biggest changes the school calendar has seen in decades. We caught up with Mr. Hoffman, who was a part of the teacher committee who put together the calendar. I'm here with Mr. Hoffman. Tell us about the changes for next year's calendar.
Well, the Teachers of the Year for each of the schools in the district get put on something called the Teacher Advisory Council, and part of their job is to help come up with a new calendar. What we do is we come up with some suggestions, and then we send that out to every one of the schools, every teacher in every school, and we put it up for a vote. So it's really a democratic way of going about it. And the teachers in the county overwhelmingly voted for this new calendar, which we start a little bit earlier than usual. So instead of the kids come to school on August 3rd or August 4th, you'll come to school on August 1st. Instead of getting out on May 20th or May 21st, you'll get out like on the 21st or 22nd. But what the trade-off to that is in October, you get a full week's fall break instead of just one day. And we'll come back, and then you still get that full week long of Thanksgiving. And then we leave for Christmas just a little bit later than usual. Usually we leave around the 17th or 18th, but we'll be leaving on the 20th this year. But when we come back, we don't come back that first week of January. We come back the following week. So we go it seems like we come in just a little bit earlier and leave just a little bit later, but we got a lot more time built up, trade-off in the middle.
All right, so next year's calendar, have you looked over the calendar yet?
No.
Have you seen? So we're going to students start on August 1st. That's one major change that students will know. In the past, or notice, in the past you've come like August 4th, August 5th or 6th, something like that. You are coming to school a tad earlier than you have in the past. The trade-off is we get an entire week for fall break. So what do you think about that as far as a trade?
I feel like we should start late and get the week, but I'll take what I can get.
Right. I think it's nice. Look, you're typically ready to come back to school by the time August has rolled around. You've been home for 8 weeks, 9 weeks. It's time to come back to school. You can see all of your friends. What's bad is when you're in the middle of the fall and there's hardly any breaks in the past in the fall. I mean, you think about it. The fall is typically August, all of September, and most of October with just 1 or 2 days that you've had off in the past. And by the time Thanksgiving rolls, you are sick of school. So this is going to be an opportunity to go out of town or do something when it's cooler outside, which is going to be nice. And it'll give everybody a little bit of a break, because let's face it, by that time we need one. And then we're going to go just a tad later towards Christmas, like to December 20th. But we do get a half day on December 20th, which is going to be awesome. And then y'all will come back to school January 7th, which is later. Normally you come back to school like January 2nd, January 3rd. So you get a little more time after Christmas, which is nice. And then of course we also get, y'all get a couple of days off while the staff are doing some staff development stuff. Still get Martin Luther King, still get President's Day, get a whole week for spring break, and then you get a decent little Easter break as well. It is enough, it's a week. You
That
want
ain't
2
no
weeks?
week. That's
You want,
4 days. A week is 7, but
well, they're not putting the weekend on here. And then students' last day is going to be May 23rd. So very similar to what we've had in the past. You'll be out before Memorial Day. There are a few tentative makeup days in case we have snow. So there's the calendar for next year. Overall, are you happy with a full week for fall break?
I'm very happy. The 66th Grammy Awards was this past weekend. Miley Cyrus won Record of the Year for Flowers. Song of the Year went to Billie Eilish for What Was I Made For. New Artist of the Year was Victoria Monet. And the Album of the Year went to Taylor Swift for Midnights. This was Taylor's 4th win for Album of the Year, now holding more wins in that category than anyone else in history. It's Super Bowl week. The 49ers and Chiefs are gearing up to face off in Las Vegas this Sunday night.
We are here with Coach Fox. We're currently annoying the whole class. You can turn and pan around there, T, so that they can see. We're currently gonna interrupt the entire class while they're in here being so polite and working on their work.
They're working hard. This is a good group. They
It
come in and
is
they do it.
Super Bowl week, and there are a few NFL fans in the building, and you are one of them. Now,
Correct.
we are down to the... Pretty much anyone in the world would have guessed that the Chiefs had a good shot at being one of the teams in the Super Bowl. So here we go again.
Right.
Never count Patrick Mahomes out. But we had another team, the 49ers. And I remember at the very beginning of the season, we actually had an analyst come on EVTV, KJ Wright, and the 49ers were one of the handful, 5 or 6 teams that he mentioned probably had a shot to go all the way this year. I really didn't see the 49ers, though, pulling it out. There were several other teams that I was hopeful would end up being the winners in the West. But here we are, the 49ers and the Chiefs. What are your thoughts for the game? Be sure to talk loud so they can hear you.
My thoughts on the game are, I really don't know. This one could go either way. I think the 49ers have the chemistry and all of the little odds and ends things that it takes to create kind of a Cinderella story and take down the Chiefs. But like you said, don't ever count Patrick Mahomes out. And they went through kind of a rough spot and we're still winning games. I mean, people were talking poorly about how they were playing, but they were still winning. So it's you can't count them out.
No.
And that's the I don't know. It's going to be crazy. I'm excited to watch it. I think it's going to come down to the wire. I don't think
So
it's
you
gonna
think
be a
it'll
blowout.
be it'll be a close game?
I do. I think Brock Purdy's going to bring it. I think Brock Purdy's going to bring it. I think he's got the little Cinderella story going for him. Man makes like $800,000 a year and is fixing to play in a Super Bowl as the starting quarterback. We got to root
Right.
for him. You know what I'm saying?
Right. He is one of the most underpaid, probably, quarterbacks in the league right now. Although, with the performance he's had, his contract will be coming up soon, and I'm sure he's going to sign for a big old amount of money.
For sure. He will have earned every dollar of it. But he could be the lowest draft pick quarterback to ever win a Super Bowl. I think we have to root for that.
All right. So you think it will be a close game. Are you willing to make... By the way, Coach just has this tower, of this that we're standing behind, and it's got USB ports on it and the whole thing. It is
It's not plugged in right now.
fancy, but it's a raising
raises up
desk.
and down. Yeah, when it's plugged in.
So you can
Rise up
actually
and down.
sit or stand.
Yeah.
Would you care to make a prediction on who you think, while it'll be a close game, who you think will ultimately go home with a ring?
Who do I think?
Who do you, if I made you
think
pick a
and-
team to win?
My think and my want are two different things.
Okay, so who do you want? You really want the
I think
49ers?
I think I want Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
to win it.
Which that means you think the Chiefs are actually the ones who are going to win it.
I think they're going to win it. I think they're going to win it. I think Travis Kelce's going to bring it. I mean, he had like an insane game last week, and when he plays well, they really are hard to beat.
And he's been playing even better than normal in the playoffs.
Right.
I don't know
if he struggled like their last 4 regular season games. I
don't know if Tay-Tay being up there in the stands is like cheering him on. And of course, she just won Album of the Year Grammy. So now he's like, well, if she wins a Grammy, I got to bring home a ring.
Yeah. Now they have this whole power couple thing. Like he can't slack off because she just won a Grammy. He's got to But so my think and want are different.
I'm here with Ms. Rao for Counselor Appreciation Week. Where are you from?
I'm from West Point, Mississippi.
Where did you go to school?
Went to Mississippi University for women for my bachelor's degree. Then I went to Mississippi State University for my master's.
Did you struggle in school?
Of course. I think a lot of people struggle in school.
What are your strengths?
Mostly mine was making friends, being active in the school, mostly, and then some problems at home.
Who's your oldest friend?
The oldest friend? I don't know. I really don't have oldest friends.
What's your favorite brand?
I really don't have a brand either. You know, I shop at Walmart and dress for less at Ross. So I really don't have a brand.
What would you like to be doing in 10 years?
In 10 years, I think I would like to be traveling the world as a well-known author.
What's not being taught in school that should be?
I would say how to deal with high school, you know, especially coping with differences.
Philip B. Downing was an African-American inventor from Providence, Rhode Island. He's best known for his 2 most significant inventions, the street letterbox and operating street railway switches. Philip had a long career in Boston, Massachusetts as a postal clerk, retiring in 1927 after working for more than 30 years. He worked on various designs of his mailbox, submitting over 5 patents with the United States Patent Office. One of his most significant and recognized inventions was his operating street railway switches. A railroad switch is a mechanical installation enabling railway trains to be guided from one set of tracks to another, such as at a railway junction or where a spur or siding branches off. But perhaps his biggest legacy is that of the standard mailbox we've all come to use as part of our daily lives. This week's feature vocabulary words are immerse, imminent, and immobile. Immerse. Involve oneself deeply in a particular activity or interest, or dip or submerge in a liquid. Imminent. About to happen. Immobile. Not able to be moved.
Good morning, students. This is Mrs. Jolly, and I wanted to remind everybody about prom. I am selling tickets in the mornings and during break. If you buy your ticket before February the 14th or through February 14th, you will pay $70. After that, it's going to be $75 until spring break. And then after spring break, if you still want to purchase a ticket, you may get one, but they go up to $80. So make sure you get in as early as you can to get your ticket. Again, prom is going to be Thursday, May the 28th from 7 to 10 p.m. at the Landers Center. The theme is red carpet, so be thinking about your outfit, start looking for it, and we hope to see everybody there.
Check out our YouTube channel for clips you won't see here on the show. Head to hornlakehigh.com to subscribe. That's it for today's episode. Here at Horn Lake, we are better students, always growing and expecting more. Stay tuned for your lunch meals and athletic schedules. We'll see you here tomorrow. Have a fantastic day.